My voice is audible, right? Can you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so in the previous class, we have been seeing about the websites Web 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, as well as we have been seeing about the various markup languages such as HTML, XML. Also, we have been seeing about its structure also, and we have been seeing about what is the static website, what is a dynamic website, and different categories of website, why a website is being created, and why a website is being used, and also the different markup languages, the structure, how to present a markup language, the different types of markup languages, the GML generalized markup language, SGML standard generalized markup language, XML HTML markup language, XML extensible markup language, and the various different markup languages which are being used currently in this era. So in today's session, we will be seeing about, I'll share my screen. In today's session, we will be seeing about the scripting languages and what is meant by CSS, that is cascading style sheet, the server side scripting, client side scripting, and also we will be seeing the structure of the cascading style sheet, and also we will be seeing about, the Web 1.0, 2.0, which we discussed in the previous class. And along with it, we will be seeing about some of the reference management tools. What are the different reference management tools we have been using? Share my screen. I hope the screen is also visible to you all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So today we will be seeing about the scripting languages. Okay, so basically, last class we have been seeing about the markup languages. So markup languages are nothing but those languages which are used to create the web pages. So we have seen HTML markup language, XML markup language. So HTML markup language is a language which is used to make a structure. But in the case extensible markup language, it is being used to make the presentation. Usually it is used to present the content which you are going to display in the website. So this scripting language is nothing but which is a programming language and which is typically interpreted rather than compiled. So in this you can able to find, for example, if you take JavaScript, Ruby, Perl, PHP, or some other shell scripting languages, and these languages are usually used to interpret. So basically, those HTML languages are being compiled, and these scripting languages are being interpreted. So basically, when we are speaking about the scripting languages in a website, we are having two sides. One is a client side, and another is a server side. So we'll be seeing about the client server architecture also. So on a client server architecture on a network, the client computer can be considered as a user computer connected to the user, and the server is a computer that provides some kind of resources to client computer. So here the client side is nothing but the user side, and the server side where the resources are being kept, which is usually accessed from the client side to the server side. So what is a scripting language? Nothing but the scripting language is a high level language that is used to work alongside other applications. So along with other applications, these scripting languages are being used. So scripting languages tend to be interpret rather than compiled. So these scripting languages are being used to interpret the languages, being rather than being used to compile the other languages. So some of the basic examples for scripting languages are nothing but Visual Basic for applications in a scripting language for Microsoft programs such as Word, Excel, and Access, and also the use of JavaScript in the client-side scripting language, which can be used to develop script for web pages. So JavaScript is nothing but where in a page where you will be choosing a date. If you are going to book any flights, train tickets, if you choose the date column, immediately a pop-up window comes with the date column, date, today's date, and you can go for future date. Those kind of things are being used, the use of JavaScript scripting languages. Sorry. And next is PHP, the server-side scripting language used to create dynamic web pages. So these dynamic web pages are being part of Web 2.0 era, where PHP is a backend application programming languages, which is used to make these scripting side languages in the dynamic web pages era. Next is the client-side scripting. So JavaScript is a good example of client-side scripting language for a web page. It is being used to develop interactivity on a web page. So as I said earlier, where the use of JavaScript is for in the use of calculator, for clock, or input validation of text field. So the example which I stated earlier is like use of when you're going to book a flight ticket or a train ticket. Immediately when you click on date pop-up window appears where you have to choose the date, time, and all. So that is an example of a JavaScript client-side scripting. And next is a server-side scripting. Server-side scripting means that all the code is executed on the server before the data is passed to the user browser. So whenever a user makes a request to the server side makes the process or they execute the code and then it sends to the client side. The result returned to the client will typically be in HTML created by the server script. In other words, a dynamic web page. So basically, a client side is nothing but where you have a pop-up window where you have a client-side scripting language for the web page, and a server side is nothing but where it processes the request and then it sends back to the client. That is called the server side and client-side scripting languages. So next comes up what is a cascading style sheet. So CSS is nothing but a cascading style sheet. So this cascading style sheet is a style sheet language used for describing the presentation of a document written in a markup language like HTML. So in the previous class, we have seen the structure of an HTML language. I'll just show you an example. So here you can able to find the structure of a markup language. It is a combination of both HTML and XML where I have used some of the predefined tags and I have used some user defined tags as well. So in HTML, we have to use the predefined tags, but in XML, we can use the user defined tags as well as the predefined tags. So here you can able to find this is the structure of a markup language where I have given a heading, greeting message, the body of the HTML, the signature. So each tag should open with the angular brackets name of the tag and it should end with the slash angular bracket name of the tag. So this is how the structure of a HTML format has. Okay, so basically in this cascading style sheet also what it happens is so basically what this cascading style sheet is being used for to describe the presentation of a document. How does a document will look? How to make the changes? How to make it more modified? How to make it more colorful? So those kind of things can be able to make with a cascading style sheet. So this cascading style sheet separates the content of a web page from its design, allowing developers to control the layout, color, fonts, and other visual aspects of the web page. So when you design a web page, you will be feeding the data in terms of markup language such as HTML, XML, or HTML. And when you make up this, you have your own control of it. You can able to control the layout, you can able to control the color, you can able to control the font. So those kind of things can be made using this cascading style sheet. Okay. So what are the key elements of a cascading style sheet? So the key elements are there are three basic key elements. One is selector, second is properties, and third is value. So what is in the selector? The cascading style sheet selector are patterns used to select the HTML elements that you want to style. They can target elements by their tag name, class, ID, attribute, or even their relationship to other elements. So whenever you want to change any content or you want to change any layout, first you have to make this selector as a first element And then based upon the selector only, we can able to rechange or make the modifications of the remaining content or the layout. And second is the properties. Cascading style sheet properties define the visual appearance of the selected element. So what are the elements you selected using the selected element at the top? Using that only, you are going to change the properties. They include properties for setting colors, font, margin, padding is nothing at the borders, table borders, and more. So these are nothing but the properties element. And next is the values. Cascading style sheet properties are assigned values that specify how they should affect the selected elements. For example, the color property might have a value of red, which I have termed in the binary format to set the text color. So whenever you're going to set some of the values, for example, if you want to make the font color equal to red, so those are setting values to the font. So in that case, we should use this value element. So basically, there are three elements in the cascading style sheet by using which we will be writing commands. One is selector, by which we are going to select the HTML code. Next is properties. The properties are nothing but where we are going to change the content or the format or the layout of the element which we have chosen, that is properties. And values are nothing but the values what we will mention for each element, each attribute, that is red, font size equal to 10 pixel or font color equal to red. That those are the values which are going to add. That is the key element of the cascading style sheet. So what is basically a cascading style sheet is nothing but the style standards based on set of properties and attributes to define styles. So we are going to assign some of the attributes, or we are going to set some of the properties for the styles. That is called as cascading style sheet. Here you can able to see to describe the presentation of a document written in markup language like HTML, XML. So here you can able to find, I have mentioned a paragraph, that is with angular bracket pre, and my paragraph is here and slash angular bracket p. So that defines the opening and closing of a paragraph. And at the bottom you can able to find body, divisional paragraph, and then a paragraph with my paragraph here. So all this will be in a hierarchy. So based upon this hierarchy only, we are going to define in a cascading style sheet. So how we define it is mentioned here. So there is a separate content from form. So here at the bottom you can able to find, I have mentioned a font size of 14 pixel, my first header, and then slash font size of 12 pixel, color red, and face the name of the font. My information one goes here. This is nothing but the content. The content I have mentioned as my information one goes here and slash font. And second information I'm giving in my second header and slash font. And third information I'm giving in different information goes here. So I have made three different information. The first information will go there, and the second information and the third information. So the same content I'm going to change into cascading style sheet format. How I change this? I have made all the content in a group, and I have made all the style in separate group. Okay, here you can able to find for each information or for each content, I have made the font, I have made the color, I have made the font style. Okay, and for the second, I have made the font size, font color, font style. But with the use of cascading style sheet, what you can do, you can mention all the content in a group, and you can make all the separate styles in a separate group. Okay, the first you can able to find the content, and the second is nothing but the form or style. So in the first, I have made the content with respect to header, my first header, and the info is my information one goes here, and the second header, my second header, and information, different information goes here. So this is the content, and the bottom you can able to find. Okay, so here this is the content, and content I'm going to mention, this is the first header, this is the information, and this is the second header, and this is the information. Okay, so this is the entire content which I have made here. So this is the first header, the first information, my second header, the different information. So I have given separate headings or separate format and layout for each content. Okay, but here what I did, I have grouped everything into single content, and I have made all the style or all the layout, all the formatting option into single content. Okay, I have made dot header, font size 14 pixel, dot info, all the font family, font color, font size into 12 pixel. Okay, so this font, this dot header dot info is a cascading style sheet which we will be calling in this HTML or XML markup languages. So this is nothing but a calling of information. This is called as calling of information in the cascading style sheet. This is how a cascading style sheet content should be made. Okay, so what separation we are making here? Okay, separation what we are making here is we are making separate content and separate form. Okay, specify the style once for every instant of the class. Specify the font once for all text of the HTML page that you have identified as header. So here we identified all this as header. This is as a header and this one as a header. So both the things are header. So for both the headers, I have mentioned only one header. This is only one header which I mentioned. Okay. And what I'm going to do is the style sheet can be a separate file which all HTML pages on your entire site can link to. Only have a specific the style once for your entire site. So for the entire site, I have mentioned only one header. For the entire site, I have mentioned only one dot info. So wherever my header comes, I can just call this function dot header function whenever or wherever the change of font style according to this comes. I can easily call dot info file. Okay, so this is called calling of functions in cascading style sheets. Can change the style for the entire site by editing only one file. Okay, so what I can do, I can directly, so what I can do is I can directly call this function, and instead of making all the, if I want to change this 14 pixel into 15 pixel or 18 pixel, here I have to go and change each and every line. Okay, so all this header I have to change into 14 pixel. So what I have to do from 14 pixel to 16 pixel, if I want to change, instead of I have to erase this 14, I have to change it. Okay, here instead of 14 I have to make into 16. So instead of this, when using this cascading style sheet of calling function, what you can do, instead of making changes in each and every line, just directly we can change this 14 into 16, and see, and what it will do, it will simultaneously change all the header files. Okay, so this is the use of cascading style sheet in the place of markup languages. And here I have given example where I will be using two cascading style sheet skinning operations. Okay, so skinning operations are nothing but where it is known as the um, where the process of customizing the appearance of a website or web application using cascading style sheet. This customization typically involves altering the colors, fonts, spacing, background, and other visual elements to create a unique look and feel that matches the branding or designing requirement. So I have made here two examples where you can able to find. So here you have made a.href. Okay, this href is nothing but where we are going to give a link to the different page. In HTML programming also we might have seen a.href. Okay, a.href. So a.href equal to, within double quotes we have to mention the link. So with this link, what it will do in website, it will give a hyperlink. This is nothing but a hyperlink. It will denotes a hyperlink where if you click on this link, it will navigate to next page or different page. Okay, the same link I am giving it here. Link relation is equal to style sheet, type is equal to text slash css. This is the cascading style sheet format. Okay, href is equal to skin1.css. Okay, so usually html file format should be in the file for extension of .html, and xml format should be in format of .html, but the content can be in xml files. And cascading style sheet, the extension is .css. .css is nothing but cascading style sheet. Okay, so in this code I'm giving a hyperlink from this file to another file. Okay, and info, my information one goes here. So this is the main file, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to call this skin1.css into here .info file. .info is nothing but background color is white and font family Verdana and font color is blue. So once we make this, we will get this information here. So this is the information I'm calling from .info file. So you can able to find background color is white and the font Verdana and font color is blue. This is the information I'm making. So this is skinning type 1. Okay. In skinning type 2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make in skin2 the same content skin2.css another file where I'm going to make the background color blue, font family as serif and font color as white. So the same content with different formats. So the use of this is, if we want to change only this blue into white, wherever this information is coming, we can able to change in a single click instead of making changes into each and every header file or footer file or wherever the body of the content is mentioning. Okay, so this is the use of this cascading style sheet. So in the previous slides, we have seen the three elements of the cascading style sheets. Okay, so here I have shown about the three elements. One is the selector, where you are going to make the content, and next is the properties, which defines the appearance of the content, and next is values, where we will be mentioning the values. That is, whatever the value for font is equal to red, font color is equal to red, or font size equal to 12 pixels. These are the three elements. So how to mention these three elements, we will be seeing here. So selected is nothing but what HTML section does it affect, that is the what portion. Property is nothing but what attribute of that HTML selection will be affected, and value is nothing but what change will be made to the attribute. So this is the selector, and this is the property, and this is the red. Red is with the value. So this is the format of a cascading style sheet element value. First, you should mention the selector, and within this brackets, flower brackets, you should mention the, first you have to mention the property, and then you should have a colon, and then you should mention the value, and end of the value you should have a semicolon. This is the format. So here I have mentioned a format of the CSS style, where I have mentioned the paragraph style, font size 10 pixel. I have mentioned the value and the attributes. Okay, colon 10 pixel semicolon. And here same, I have mentioned the property, attributes, selector, property, and the value. Value is nothing but where we are assigning the value. So white is the value assigned to the property font color. Okay, so the class attribute, what I'm going to do is I'm calling this dot my info file. So in this dot my info file, I'm having font size 10 pixel, font color as white. So I'm calling this my info here in P class, that is equal to my info. So all these attributes will go into this with this content. So for all the content what I'm mentioning here, it will change according to my info. So my info is nothing but this is the class. So this is the my info class, which I am calling it here in this function. And division class is equal to my info other content. And for other content also, same my info, all the attributes will match. Okay. And next is the cascading inheritance. So cascading inheritance is nothing but, so basically, in last semester we have been discussing about this greenstone D-space practical session, where if you remember of greenstone, where we will be creating an hierarchy. Okay, so for example, in D-space we created School of Open Learning. Under School of Open Learning, we created Library Science Department. Under Library Science, we created some other few folders. Okay, so that is called as hierarchy. So the same hierarchy we will be following in this cascading inheritance also. So here in this image, you can able to find, here in this image, you can able to find this my paragraph. Okay, so this my paragraph is inside this paragraph, and this paragraph is inside this division column, and in this division column is inside this body. Okay, so that means whatever your changes you are going to make for this body element, which is going to affect this paragraph column. Okay, so that is the hierarchy. So how to make this cascading inheritance is nothing but nested elements inherit the properties from the parent. So this body is nothing but the parent class. So from this parent class, it is going to appear here. If you specify a style for the body tag, it will affect all content in your HTML page. So that is what I said. So whatever changes you are going to make, or whatever format, whatever layout you are going to change in this body element, it is going to affect into this paragraph element. If you want to override your inherited settings, you need to specify a style in a more local element. So if you want to make only the particular changes here, you have to make changes alone here. But if you make any changes in this body element, all the changes whatever you are going to make will affect in this paragraph column. Okay. Okay. So what I have mentioned here, the same, I have used the same tags here, body tag, font family, and font size. And this is the content class I'm going to call it here. The class is dot little text. This is the attribute. So inside dot little text, I have made font size. This is the element colon 8 pixel semicolon. Okay. So this class I'm calling it here little text. The text is smaller. Okay. So if you want to make any changes in here, then I have to make the changes, and accordingly the changes will reflect in the content. So this is called cascading inheritance. Okay. So these are the different scripting languages. So basic scripting languages are client side and server side scripting. In client side is nothing but where you'll be using, for example, you can just remember the use of the date column or the clock column here. And in the client server side scripting, you can able to mention the execution of the code where it will be processed by the server and then it will be sent to the client. And then we have seen about the cascading style sheet. So cascading style sheet is nothing but it's a style sheet language which is essential to develop the web development, and also it enables the developers to create the visually appealing and responsible websites. Okay, it also useful to create most appealing websites. Okay, so where you can have able to have the most control of it. You can control all the layout. You can able to control all the structure of the images or the layout, whatever you're going to make in the websites. And there are basically three elements in cascading style sheet or nothing but the selector and the properties and the values. So in cascading style sheet, you'll be having all it be in a hierarchy range. So all the hierarchies you can mention, whatever thing you're going to mention the body will reflect in the content. That is called inheritance, cascading inheritance. So we have seen about the content layout and form layout, and also we have seen some of the examples for skinning tags, and also we have seen what are the syntax for the CSS, that is cascading style sheet syntax. So it will be starting with a selector and followed by a property and then ending with a value. This is the syntax for the cascading style sheet. And next, we will be seeing about some of the Web 2.0 applications and the properties. So in previous class, I have been explained about the Web 1.0, Web 2.0, and Web 3.0. So basically, this Web 1.0 is nothing but which was introduced in the early 1990s. And basically, this Web 1.0 is of static websites which does not have any responsive websites. Okay. Now currently these Web 2.0 websites are more responsive website or more dynamic websites, which was started early in the year 2000, and it has more interactive web experiences. Okay. So earlier there was mp3.com, and now it has been changed to Napster. Britannica Online has been changed to Wikipedia, and personal websites into blogging. So this is a difference from Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. And some of the Web 2.0 concepts, some of the concepts which are applied in Web 2.0 are collaboration, where you can able to collaborate with others, you can able to share your knowledge with others, you can able to create your own ownership using some of the legal terms, and you can able to create the content, you can able to publish the content, you can able to share it among other users, among peers, and able to have a social connection relationship, and you can able to participate in different discussion forums where you can able to have more interactive sessions also, and decentralized of more responsive websites also you have. So these are the concepts of Web 2.0. So here I have mentioned some of the key features of Web 2.0, such as the user generated content. So basically in this Web 2.0, there are lots and lots of content being created day by day, or we can say every second millions of information is being created, and it can be shared and interact with the content. This includes blogs, wikis, social media sites, video sharing platforms, and other collaborative tools that enable users to contribute their own content and engage with content created by others. You can also able to share your content. Also, you can able to engage with the content which is being shared by others. And also the social networking sites like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn emerged during the Web 2.0 era, facilitating connections and interaction between users. So you might be aware of all the social networking apps and social media sites, everything. And rich internet applications. Web 2.0 brought advancement in web technology such as Ajax and JavaScript XML, which allowed for more responsive and interactive web applications. And RIA enables features like drag and drop interface, real-time updates, and seamless user experience similar to desktop application. So introduction of this rich internet application, what it does all the drag and drop applications are more usable, and real-time updates it can able to get, and seamless user experiences which are more convenient and which are more efficient or which are more needed in this Web 2.0 era. And we have collaboration and participation similarly like social networking sites, personalization and customization, where you can able to personalize your own you can your preferences. You can able to rechange the content, rearrange the layout, everything you can do on your own. And next is mobile and cross-platform compatibility. So with the proliferation of smartphone and other devices, Web 2.0 platform prioritize mobile-friendly designs, cross-platform compatibility, ensuring that users can access content and services from any device with an internet connection. So same website you can able to browse in your mobiles, you can use it in your laptops, you can access through using your tablets or any other mobile devices. So mobile and cross-platform compatibility. So these are the some of the concepts of Web 2.0, and this is the key features and characteristics of Web 2.0. Next comes the reference management tools. So before going this, do you have any queries up to this? Okay. So next we will be seeing about the reference management tools, and I have elaborately given some of the slides related to two tools. One is Zotero and another one is EndNote. So before going into this, I would like to get some information from you regarding this reference management tools. So basically, what is meant by reference management, and why these reference management tools are being used? So any please explain regarding reference management tools or some of its aspects. Or do you have any experience of using this reference? Obviously, you must have had an experience in using reference management tools. And what tools you have used, and what are the advantages and disadvantages you have faced while using these reference management tools? Any one or two of you can please explain what is the reference management tool and why it being used. Is my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see, just you can just convey your thoughts on reference management tools. Obviously, you might have used in your bachelor's or master's, or just copy paste from the references at the backside. Or any of you have used the reference management tools? You can say yes or no, for at
Uh,
least for that.
no, sir, no, sir. We didn't use it, but we heard no, about Jotera or Mendeley or EndNote. We
Okay.
heard some softwares, but we have not used it.
Okay, okay. So basically, how you from where you have taken the references, how you used to collect the references, how you used to manage those references for any research articles, for any dissertations or thesis.
No, sir. Actually, we didn't use. I'm frankly saying that I didn't use.
No,
But
sir. Okay,
this
you are not
reference
used.
managers.
Okay, you are not used. I understand that, but for at least for your master dissertations or your bachelor dissertations, or at least for your any research paper, you must have taken references and you must have cited those references at the end. So how you have made those things?
Actually, we
Okay,
referred only books only, and during my
okay,
masters.
okay. So
Sir, by
basically,
collecting
yes.
some data from
Sorry.
the resources, online resources, and we
Mm,
can segregate them and
mm,
organize the data,
mm.
and we can use the data after that for
Okay. So
making a dissertation or
how do you
synopsis.
how do you take the references?
Mm,
See, basically, reference management tools are nothing but the tools which you use to manage your references. Okay. So when you are going to write any dissertation, when you are going to write any thesis, research articles, the content what you're going to produce in that dissertation, thesis, or research article will be your own content or will be content which has been taken from somewhere else. Okay. The content which you are going to write on your own does not need any references or any citation, but the content which you are going to take from one else, okay, so that is their own content. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to give proper citations for those. Okay, so citations, how do you give those citations? Earlier stages, there were some of the formats like APA, American Psychological Associations, MLA, Chicago, Harvard. Okay, so there are n number of citation styles which we'll be using to give those proper references. And in terms of reference, you have two terms. One is in-text citation and another one is full-text citations. So in-text citations are nothing but, I'll just give you an example. Please hold on, I'm just searching for a research article. So I share this screen. Okay, so you can able to find PDF files. Okay, so this is actually a research article which was published in the proceedings. Okay, in a conference. Here you can able to find these are the citations. Okay, so author name followed by the year. So these are called in-text citations. So whenever the author of this article is going to take a content or going to take any statement from somebody, he or she is going to cite the article. So this is called in-text citations. So for this in-text citations, there will be a full text at the end. Okay, so this is called the full text citations. Okay, so and so author in the year has made this article which has been published in this journal or the conference, the page number, the publisher, and also the uh, if there is a place of publication, they will put or the publisher name. Okay, so this is called the full text references, and at the top this is called the in text. So managing these references is very difficult. For example, if you take a research article, you can able to find some 15 to 20 research articles will be fine. But when you are going to manage a thesis where you have to cite almost some 100 to 150 research articles, in that case it will be difficult for you to keep track of all these research articles or these references. Okay, so in that case only the reference management tools comes into picture where it will be very handy with it. Okay, so these are called references. And um, okay, I will show you this screen. Okay, so here you can able to find Google Scholar. So most of you might be knowing about Google Scholar, where you can able to find research articles or peer-reviewed text, everything here, research articles. Okay, so I'm going to type a term called sentiment analysis. So I'm getting these many research articles. Okay, so for example, if I'm going to write a research paper related to sentiment analysis, I'm going to cite this paper. So what I have to do, I have to download this paper, put it into this Zotero or any other reference management tools, and then I have to make these citations. Instead of this, in Google Scholar, you have a separate thing where you can able to cite. So if you click on this cite option, it will give you the predefined citation styles. You will be having MLA, APA, Chicago, Harvard, Vancouver. Okay, so most of the international journals which are published in the field of library science will have either MLA or APA or Chicago. Okay, So if you want to take MLA, just click this, copy, and you can directly paste. Okay, so this is a shortcut for using this reference management tool. You find this as a difficult because this is not the authenticated one. This is computer generated. Okay, if you want to go for any um, reference management software, you should use download either Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote. So using that, you can able to easily track all those references. You can able to have those references in cloud, and also you can able to if you already made one references, it will highlight you that the references already has been made. So those kind of things you can able to make in this reference management softwares. Okay, so I will if possible I will explain you regarding this Zotero and Mendeley, but I have not made the elaborative PPTs on this. In next class, probably I will try to give you practical. When we have practical sessions, then I will give you the practical experience of using this Mendeley and Zotero software. Okay. Okay. So basically, these reference management tools are software applications or online services designed to help researchers, academics, students, and professionals organize, store, manage, and cite references and bibliographic information for reference papers, articles, books, and other scholarly works. Okay, whatever the resource it might be reference papers, research papers, articles, books. Even in this reference management tools, you can able to cite the websites. If you want to take any websites, or if you want to take any surveys from the websites, you can able to directly make the references. These tools streamline the process of collecting and organizing references, generating citations and bibliographies, and collaborating with others on research projects. So I have given here few of the reference management tools. One is Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote, RefWork, CiteAVI, RedCube. So what is Zotero? Zotero is a free open source reference management software that allows user to collect, organize, and cite resources. It integrates with web browsers to capture citations from websites, catalogs, and database, and it offers features for tagging, annotating, and sharing references. Zotero also support various citation styles and can generate bibliographies automatically. So I have used Zotero, Mendeley, and EndNote. As far as my experience is concerned, Zotero I feel which is more user friendly and which can able to extract metadata information from almost 90% of the documents which is available in the World Wide Web. Okay, so Zotero, it can extract from PDF, it can extract from HTML, it can extract from websites, it can extract from databases. So all this information can be able to extract from this Zotero database. Okay, Zotero reference management software. Okay, and for Zotero also you have the plugins for the different browsers, web browsers, for Chrome, for Firefox, for Microsoft Edge. For different web browsers you have the web plugins for Zotero also. And next is Mendeley. Mendeley is nothing but Mendeley is a reference management tool and academic social network that enables user to organize and annotate research papers, collaborate with colleagues, and discover new research. It offers desktop and web-based application as well as plugin for word processor like Microsoft Word and LibreOffice. Mendeley also provide features for generating citations and bibliographies and offer integration with academic databases. So the main concept of all these softwares are same. Okay, what it does is it extracts the metadata information from the research articles, books which are available online, and what it does, it directly imports those metadata information in form of references, either in the form of in-text references or in the full text references. Okay, so Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote, RefWork, CiteAV, ReadCube, all the process of this are same. The difference is that some of the softwares are open source software which you can download for free, and some are paid. And another one major difference is both should not majority of the softwares have cloud based application. Okay, for example, if I'm working in here, I should have an in Mendeley. You have those options where all those research articles, whatever you download, will be added into your cloud account also. So whenever you want to move to one place to another directly, there also you can able to directly work on it. Okay, so those cloud-based applications also available in this reference management softwares. Okay, so some of the key features for Zotero. browser integration, where you can able to integrate with Chrome, Firefox. Organizational tools, you have a lot of organizational tools. You can able to search and you can able to filter. Those kind of things are also available. Citation management, where it supports thousands of citation styles. APA, MLA, Harvard, lot of citation styles are available directly. You can also integrate it in Word using this Word plugins also available. And PDF management, if you want to extract metadata information from PDF, it is also available. Or if you want to extract some images, also it is available. And synchronizing and collaboration. So Zotero offers cloud-based synchronizing and backup capabilities. So whenever you're moving from one place to another, if you want to use Zotero, there also you can use using this cloud-based application. And community and support. Zotero has a vibrant user community and active support. So whenever you have certain issues in Zotero, you can able to post it in that community and you can able to find answers for it. Okay. So these are some of the features of Zotero. And next I have given some of the features for the EndNote. So EndNote and Zotero are the most widely used, so I have given those things. So similarly, kind of Zotero, here we have a reference collection where you can able to import references from online databases, library catalogs, and other sources into their personal library. Organizational tools and citation management. Here also you have thousands of citation styles. Similarly, like Zotero, here also you have you can able to extract metadata information from PDF, document, images, and all other types file format. Synchronization and collaboration. Here also you have this cloud-based application where you can able to synchronize from different devices. Integration with online resources. So EndNote integrates with online databases, library catalogs, and academic search engines, allowing users to search for and import references directly to their EndNote library. So here the advantage of EndNote is that using this EndNote library also, you can able to directly import all the references from online databases. Okay, some of the databases like Scopus, Web of Science, from those databases also you can directly import all the referencing style directly to your EndNote library. And technical support and training. EndNote provides technical support and training resources to help users to get started and make the most of the software's features. Users can access online tutorials, user guidelines, and knowledge-based articles, as well as contract the EndNote application server web interface. Okay, so they can able to contact the web server application interface or support team also if they have any issues. Similarly, like Zotero, where they have community and support interface, here they have technical support and training. And one special feature of using this EndNote is that it has a EndNote web application, which the name has been changed to EndNote Click, which is an online counterpart to the desktop reference management software EndNote. Developed by the Clarity Analytics, EndNote Click provides users with web-based tools for collecting, organizing, citing, and sharing research references and materials. So instead of having a local installed application, this EndNote, what it has an online service also. So using this online service, instead of installing this EndNote application, you can directly manage all those references. And also you can able to integrate those EndNote web with your EndNote desktop. EndNote Click integrates seamlessly with their desktop version of EndNote, allowing users to synchronize their online library with their desktop library. This enables users to work seamlessly across both platforms and access their research materials from anywhere. Okay, so this is another advantage of using this EndNote web. So I have just given explanation of Zotero and EndNote. In during our practical classes, I will give a practical session on using this EndNote and web Zotero reference management tools also. So apart from these tools, any of you have used some other reference management tools like Mendeley or Site AVL? Some of the things have you used? But I think most of you might have used Zotero and Mendeley because those are the most widely used. Even EndNote is being widely used. So any of you have experience in using any other reference management tools apart from Zotero and EndNote or Mendeley, or any of the online reference management tools? So apart from Google Scholar, what I said, there are many online websites, okay, where you can directly get your references. If you just type the ISBN number, it will give you all the citations. It will provide all the citation formats, APA, MLA. Even in APA, you have multiple versions, that is 7th edition, 6th edition. So based upon the version, you can able to find the different styles. Similarly, in using these reference management tools also, even in your Microsoft Word, you can able to manage these references. Have any of you noticed in your Microsoft Word you can able to do references? Or any of you know that in your Microsoft Word you can manage references? Okay. If you see here,
I
I
don't
think
know.
Microsoft, yeah, I think Microsoft Word is visible now to you. Here you have an option called references at the top. Okay. Here in this reference, if you go to this manage sources, here you have to type each and everything manually. This is the only disadvantage of using references in Word. Okay. But the advantage of using in Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote and all, it will directly import the metadata from the web pages, websites, everything. Okay. But the problem here with the Microsoft Word is that we have to add all the resources. Okay. So for example, a book, I have to add the name of the book. Okay, the title, the year, city, publisher, everything I have to add and then give OK. So once I add it here, so it will generate based upon the citation. So this is the in-text citation and this is the bibliography. Since I have not given all the fields, it is showing no data and there is no much additional fields. Okay. So this, then I have to go for insert citation and go for it, this bibliography. So here you can able to find all the different citation styles. So the latest edition for APA 6th edition, but we have the 7th edition APA. Okay, so 6th edition only is available in your Microsoft Word. So go to this insert citation and I have to just click this citation and I have to go for bibliography and the bibliography will get added here. Okay, so this is the thing. But here another option is you can able to update citation also. If you click on, if you are going to make any changes, I'm going to make any changes here. I'm going to type the title as ontology mapping and the year 2024 in the year city India. So publisher is Sage Publications. Okay, so I made these are the changes, and if I'm going to update this, and it will get automatically updated here. Okay, and in text citations also before it was no dated ND, now it changed to 2024. Okay, so some of the things are missing. For example, page number, the some what is the page number in which the content is there. If it is a book, there is no need of a page number. Then ISBN is required. Okay, so those things are missing. So those things you can able to make in Zotero.
Sir,
Yes.
is there author of research articles using the same style or using the same in MS Word when they are writing their research articles or papers?
See, that is what I said. You can use Microsoft Word also, or you can use Zotero. I will show you example of Zotero also. That screen also I will share. You can use any applications. Okay, either you can use Zotero or you can use Mendeley, you can use EndNote, you can use Microsoft Word, you can use anything, but the references should be in proper format. Okay, so I showed you some of the shortcuts also in through Google Scholar. Okay, through Google Scholar also you can able to take references. It is not mandatory to use only Zotero, but before adding the content, you should just verify. Even Zotero, Mendeley will not extract all the metadata fields from the research articles. Okay, it will extract up to 90%. So before making all the references, you should make sure all the references or the in-text citations, whatever you are making, is exactly correct. Okay, so I will share you one more screen of Zotero. Okay, so in this screen, this is the Zotero application. Okay, this is the reference management tool application where I have added one research article. So after adding this research article, I have to give this retrieve metadata for PDF. So once this is done, so here you can able to find no matching references found. So this is the 10% of article which we could not able to extract the references or the citations. Okay, so I will try to add one more article. Mm, Okay, So I have added this article. I will try to retrieve metadata. If I could able to extract. Yeah, okay. So now you can able to find it has extracted all the metadata fields. Okay. So at the right side, you can find the what is the type of the article, that is journal article, what is the title, what are the authors, and abstract, all the metadata fields, publication, volume, issue, page number. Okay. What are the journal abbreviation, DOI, ISSN number, all the metadata fields from that research article it has extracted. So now what I can do, I can directly import this in my Word. Okay, now you can able to find Word file. So what I'm going to do here, I have added this Zotero plugin. Okay, so for Word file format, you have this Zotero plugin. You have to download and you have to just install this. And I'm going to add the citation. So I'm going to use APA 7th edition. Okay, so the name of the file is okay. So this is the name of the file. So whenever you are going to type the name of the file, it will show the file which is being indexed in the Zotero. Just click on it and give enter. Okay. So seventh edition. So this is the in-text citation. Okay. The author name. So since there are three authors, it is showing ETAL et al. Dot comma and the year of publication. So this is the in-text citation, and I'm going to add the full references. So for adding full references, if you just click this, you will get the full references. The multiple authors, year, title of the article, name of the journal, volume and issue, page number in which the article exists in the journal, and the DOI. Okay, so this is the full text article. So this will reduce your maximum amount of time for making the references. Okay, this is how the research articles and books they had been making. Okay, either they can use Word file format where the references are inbuilt, or they can use a third-party application like Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote. They can just download the plugins and they can directly add it here. Okay, so this is how the references are being made. So in practical class, I will try to explain you these softwares um, if possible. Okay, because in practicals I have HTML, XML codings and all. Meanwhile, I will try to explain this also, and also you try to explore this Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote for your project. Also, you can use this softwares, which will be very easy for you. If you want, I can also take one more session on this use of this Zotero, Mendeley also. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, so up to this, do you have any queries? Okay then. So if there is no queries, I will wind up the session for today, and we will meet in the next class. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.